All right, mother frickers and tickers. I've got the whole squad here tonight for a little streamlined adventure of the Dungeons and Dragons. All right, mother frickers and tickers. I've got the whole squad here tonight for a little streamlined adventure of the Dungeons and Dragons. All right, mother frickers and tickers. All right, I saved it. That was awesome. All right, so welcome back to our first official Streamlined Dungeons & Dragons campaign day of the year. We were all over the place with no games for, 3 weeks? We've transitioned away from Fantasy Grounds for now. I don't know if we'll stay away or not, but my computer is still on the fence as to what it's going to do. I got to just put some parts in it and it'll be fine, but we'll see how we like this different play style and kind of go from there. I'm Dane. I'm the Dungeon Master. Evan is playing Webb Winterthorn. He is a halfling, College of Lore, right? Mark of Hospitality halfling, College of Lore bard.
For sure, college. Junior college.
No, you're also a House of Hospitality too. House of Hospitality. And then I have Tim. He's playing Magvaris. He is a human cleric to the Life Lord that we call Parego. The dwarves call him Erm. He comes equipped with as many fuzzy animals as you could ever want, as well as a floating sword and an angry spellguard shield. Down below me tonight is Cameron. She's playing Jilsara Hawk. Jilsara has a long and sordid past, but we'll just get into what's important. She is a badass rogue assassin archer type, and she's an Eladrin, so that's a pretty good time. I don't think she hides in plain sight regularly. It's a big deal. And we have Max. Max is playing Roland. Roland is a fighter with some bard tendencies, I think, is the best way to describe him. He's fully armored and suave and all the things with luscious locks of black hair. I believe black hair, yeah, okay, cool. But he is a fighter bard. And then we have Megan, who's playing Calcine. Everybody's Calcination, which is our fighter barbarian, mostly barbarian. Just a couple of jumps into fighter for this and that or the other. But that is everybody. I know it's been 700 years since we played, so just to remind everybody where we're at, we had just been traveling from the coast of Corsoth to the Crystal, which is almost mid Corsoth at the basically the base of the Corsoth Mountains there, and then you guys had stopped twice already to re-up on polymorphs. The second time you stopped, you were on a ridge above a cave trail, like a mountain trail that led into a cave, and you saw a couple of Ettins kind of bickering and going about their day, and you decided to take them out, followed them into the cave, and discovered there were boatloads of giant kin in there, cyclopses, hill giants, all kinds of weird stuff, ogres, half-ogres, and a boatload of orcs. And you all decided to kind of pop in there real quick and see what would happen. And as that goes, this is... Well, I changed the map a little bit, but it is what I'm showing there on the stream. Can you guys see that on the stream? A little bit. I know you guys have you have AboveVTT open, so you're fine there. We are using AboveVTT tonight, but for those of you on the stream, I changed the map a little bit, and just for tonight, and then we'll figure out from there. We are at the top of initiative, of the players' initiative, which was Jilsara Hawk. Somehow, 1, 2, 3, 4 of you have 18s in initiative in Fantasy Grounds. I don't know how that happened, but apparently that's what it is. I'm allowing it. So, that being said, here we go. Top of the round, I guess, is Webb and then Jilsara.
Did the bad man already go? Yeah,
yes.
21.
So, no, you're good. They all had already gone. I went in Fantasy Grounds earlier quickly while my computer's yelling at me.
Well, I am super far away, so I guess I will.
And you can left click and drag on the map on there, and it'll pull, and it'll also measure.
Oh, it does measure?
Yeah.
I don't see the measurement.
If you just left click and start dragging, and it'll do it as you go.
You might need to go to settings.
Yeah.
Oh, I set mine up. It doesn't work for you guys if I did it?
I had to turn it on.
Oh, when I do it, see how it's got it there for mine?
If you go to settings, just click measure while dragging tokens.
I didn't
There's
realize,
also
I didn't know you guys had to do it yourself. To be fair, everybody, I've never used this before tonight, really. I'm just farting around with it to try a different way.
Got it.
Got our combat tracker along the left there. And
Cool.
we got the map underneath it, which isn't that important to see all the time unless it is. So, what do you got, Evan? What's web up?
I'm gonna dash, since I can't really get close enough to see anybody with just my normal movement.
Okay.
So I will get to there, I guess. I guess I could do a bonus action, but I'm pretty sure I've used all of my bardic inspirations. We're still in the same combat.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody looking hurt at all?
Yeah, I mean, Calcine's been hurt. You've been hurt.
Yeah, you're probably the most hurt.
You and Calcine are about the same amount of hurt.
Okay,
The legendary mercenary Roland has been hurt.
I'll give
How does
her.
Web have more HP than Kelsey?
I was wondering the same thing.
Who has more than her?
Web does more
Makes
max
This
HP.
can't be right.
Did you take the tough feat or something?
Yeah, I think I did actually.
Of course you did.
Super tough. So I rolled a 3 plus 5, so that'd be 8 HP to Calcine.
Okay, we call that super cheat, is what.
I tried to pull it and drag it to her, but I don't think that works.
No, it's all manual. At this
Okay.
point. So Streamlined.
So Megan, give yourself 8 HP.
Max 130. Let me.
And do I click something to end my turn, or
Is there a next button for you guys over there? Because I know
I don't
you got
see.
chef, but you don't have anything else. You don't have any other feats in here besides chef. I'll look at your hit points. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, the feats looked a little buggy. I could not add Warcaster. It wasn't on the options.
Well, it isn't only an option for you because you he was having trouble earlier too. Max hit points. It looks like 130. Total possible is 130. It's because you have high constitution. You get 50 from your constitution.
Oh, great.
How do you have 50 at low? Oh, do you get +5 at constitution? What's your constitution score?
I am. I'm really high. I'm super high, bro.
Hell yeah. Yeah, his constitution's 20. That's why.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, it's all the churros.
Fair enough. Yeah, the churros, that makes sense. I mean, that tracks with what I know about you. Okay, so you're done. I need to click on it for you because you guys apparently cannot. So I'll do next, which is Jilsara Hawk. And Jilsara, you're in the bottom there, the little pink surrounding little elf lady. I changed your picture, but it didn't update yet, so here we are.
Yeah, I don't believe it. Okay.
Okay.
How do I target this? Is it still control?
Nope, you don't have to target him. You just do the roll, and I tell you if it happens. Well, maybe you could drop it on him. You might be able to open your character sheet up and just from inside the virtual tabletop. If you click on the little 3-line box next to your name in the combat tracker, it'll open your character sheet there. And then I don't know if it works to where you can just drop stuff on it. I haven't had players to test things out yet. Let's see though. I'm gonna try it.
It doesn't really let me have enough screen here. Oh, there we go. Yes, it does. There we go. Okay, so let's try that. So Sarah is going to move behind this little bush kind of rock corner and target this guy. I don't know what his name is.
If you float over him, it's Orc 3, I think, is the one you're seeing.
When I float over him, it just gives me a cross, an arrow direction thing.
Yeah, if you hold it over him and let go, it should say Orc 3. I know mine does. Maybe yours doesn't.
Okay, so I'm going to roll. I can't see what I rolled because it's over the dice icon.
So there's you can look at the game log.
18? No.
Looks like a 29 to hit.
Cool.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Where do I see that at?
Game log.
Oh, I'm looking on the left versus the right. Okay.
Yeah, 29 to hit. That's good enough. 19 plus 10.
see anything there, but okay, cool.
It's under your character sheet. I don't know if it. I mean, on your character sheet, if you go to the Beyond character sheet that you have, not necessarily the one that's in the AboveVTT, but just Beyond, and you go to the top, and there's like, you see the little hammer and the anvil next to it. There's a little chat box window. Just click that. It's game log. It'll show all the rolls from everybody.
Yeah, I have the game log up, but yeah, but when I click on it, the scroll. Yeah, I did it a second ago.
It's here for us. I don't know.
Except for this.
It's cool. You hit him, so you just roll damage. I'm gonna apply damage anyhow, so it's not.
I don't know what that is.
That's weird. All right, cool. How do I get my? Oh, I don't have sneak attack anymore, do I?
Well, no, because he's gone in combat since you guys started. But if you're hiding, if you use bonus action to hide, you would get advantage and a sneak attack.
Well, I'm gonna hide after. So, all right. So an 8 damage. So not great, but something.
Okay, so you didn't want to use sneak damage. So it's 8 damage to Orc 3.
14.
14.
Looks like 8.
Oh, because I have
8 plus 6. Yeah.
8 plus 6. Thank you. Sorry, this is weird.
Okay, so 14. I guess I just.
Still trying to figure out this game log. Okay, and then
so close.
So close to death, but not quite there.
Yeah, can you guys see their hit points and stuff on your sheets?
It looks like the little ring around him turned red. Is that
Maybe.
an indicator?
No idea.
Because the rest of them have like a green ring, but it doesn't show like a meter or a fractional amount.
See, but for me, it shows how much damage life they have left. So that's interesting. I don't know what the player view looks like. I guess there's a way to look. I think though.
Yeah, because I can see all these enemies have green tokens, but then the one guy she just shot at has a red token.
Hell yeah! You know what that sounds like, right?
Huh? Whoa. Pew pew.
Yeah, pew 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 pew.
Okay.
Nice work.
So Jelsara's going to step back behind the rock a little bit, and per usual, hide. I'm trying to find.
Oh, with the boss music.
Set in the mood.
This has a couple. This thing has some pretty cool already filtered in stuff for being a free program.
Digging it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I think this is great.
You did the damage to him, Jelsara. So what is your next move? You're gonna hide. You said.
How do I set it with advantage? So I have an advantage on
So
stealth
you
check.
should maybe already do it because it's it's built
Yep,
into
you're right.
Beyond.
It's got an A next to it.
Yeah.
It's got an A. Okay, cool.
Does it show up free? So
an
20
18 plus a
Holy
million.
crap!
I think I'm hidden.
31 is pretty good.
Let's
Guess we'll let
go.
it slide.
Yeah. So my
All
game
right.
log is working. It's just very delayed. It just popped up the thing from 5 minutes ago where I hit.
Yeah, that's a thing. I mean, Beyond is having a lot of issues right now because of their open gaming license debacle that's going on with them right now. They have like half their users just rage quit on them, so they're like, "Oh God, Beyond!" It's like crashing left and right. So we picked a really good time to not have Fantasy Grounds working because Beyond's going through the loops. But whatever.
Okay, cool. That's all
Calcine.
for just her.
Oh, yep, that's perfect. Calcine.
Hi. That's me.
You
Okay.
is
Where am I? There I am. That's me. The DM is what? Looking at my character sheet? Neat.
Oh, it tells
Nice
you
that
that.
it
That's
tells me
cool.
when you're nice that it tells me when you're spying on me, checking to make sure that I'm doing the right thing.
I did want to check a couple quick things out.
You're the one that updated it, so I hope it's right.
Did I or did you?
Did you?
Maybe.
I don't even know. So here's another thing that we we should have discussed an hour ago when I called you. I don't know what my rage effect is right now. And I don't know how many rounds I have. I mean, I don't care about how many rounds I have left. We'll just assume that I have 8 rounds left, right?
Just re-roll it.
Right. So that's what I was going to ask. Do you want me
It
to
was
adjust
returning. It was returning X.
that? No way.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because I've raged twice.
I know the first one at least was returning. At least one of them was.
No, it was Pixie Bomb. I remember.
Oh yeah, because it was
Because
returning,
Bomb
and
is right.
then it was Pixie Bomb.
And Dane lectured me about the brownies from Willow.
I did. It was a full-on
Yes.
debacle.
Well done. Okay, cool. So then that means that I've got to figure out. Fun fact, that's definitely not in here, so I'm gonna have to
What is not in here?
give me a second while I open my book.
Oh, Pixie Bombs. Why wouldn't it be in there? Isn't it?
It's right here. I have it bookmarked. I've already got it.
I just feel like
I don't know. I told you I don't like Beyond because I can't ever.
Oh,
figure out
we're
where
going
my
all
shit-
old school now.
she has a real on
Can
book.
I have-
I kind of like it. It's like we're actually around the table all of a sudden.
Yeah, no, I prefer the book anyway, so it's fine. So the Pixie Bomb was, I think it's a bonus action to summon a pixie within, appears within 5 feet of a creature of my choice that I can see within 30 feet, and at the end of my turn, it explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of it has to make a dex save or take force damage. Okay. So, let's do this. This guy looks like, I don't know who he is, but yeah. I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna summon my little pixie right behind him because that looks like it's 5 feet away from ugly dude above him.
Oh yeah, the hill giant.
Yeah. What is this? An ogre? Orc?
The guy there is indeed an orc.
Perfect. Okay, so Mr. Orc and I are gonna have a little tussle. Really trying to play this like Fantasy Grounds. Okay, a 17.
A 17.
What is that, Fireball? Who keeps drawing all these
Hits.
AoEs?
Oh, I am.
I think he's figuring
Evan's
it out.
playing.
Well, I've just done this one.
So you can't center it on a wall that goes up. That whole little island there.
I'm
that's
trying
actually-
to move it. I haven't figured out how to use it yet.
A 17 hits.
Yes.
To mess with it, you gotta click the edge of it.
Ah,
There you go.
Okay, I do a 14 slashing damage and also things with my feet. Hold on.
Just like nice shoes or something. With your
Yeah.
feet?
I reduce his speed. Why does that? Oh, it's in this book too. Haha. It's in the same book. Love that. Everything I'm using is from Tasha's.
The
Makes
tracks.
things real easy.
I see it. It's only been
All
32
right.
minutes.
So once per turn, when you hit a creature, his speed is reduced by 10 feet till the start of my next turn.
Okay.
So makes it harder for him to run away.
Sure. He's not going anywhere.
Sure. Come back. Can you get back to the game log?
I don't know how to. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not.
There. No, it just takes a minute. It's just not a quick response. So I did 14 damage to him with the first hit.
Jesus.
And let's just go ahead and hit him again.
how do I
That's
get
damage.
these?
I'm sorry, I rolled the damage first. A 22 does hit, so I do 9 more damage.
Okay. That's a decent amount, right? Evan, how many of these are you going to open, bro?
Just 2, but I don't know how to delete them.
Just click on it and then
Right click.
backspace.
Or delete. Which is
So, orc, just regular old orc. He took
Uh-huh.
14 and then how much?
He took 23 total so far.
He's dead.
He's got to be right.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, what about the little tombstones? I'm gonna miss that.
I like the X though. X marks the spot of the doom. And then is that it for
Okay,
you?
my pixie's gonna show up behind the hill giant guy, so like him and the orc are both gonna take the damage. Actually, no, him and the Cyclops.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
You see a space for him? I don't know how to like show you.
You can draw. There's up top left. There's some clicky buttons you can hit that'll make you be able to draw. You can draw where it's going, and you can delete as well.
There's even an effect for force damage.
Oh, what?
It's a little rocky getting started, but it'll be all right.
AOE 5 force. Nope. Circle.
You can just tell me if you float over them. Does it tell you who they are? Or doesn't it?
Oh, there.
Nice little ping. So the two big guys are hitting it, huh?
Yeah.
What's their saving throw? Dex?
I don't know what that is. Yes, it's a dex save. But I don't know what it's against because Fantasy Grounds has always done that for me. 15.
Oh my god, it's so slow. It's still rolling. I rolled it right when you said 15. All right, for the Cyclops got a 3.
Cool. So he's gonna take 1d6.
Okay, and then the other one is the Hill Giant. Let me pop him open. Ugh. Did you already roll it?
I think. I double clicked it and there's a little 2 next to it, like it's like in the queue.
Okay, the Hill Giant rolled a 0. Okay, so they both fail. Just roll a d6. I'll add their damage. There it goes. Is it 2d6 or 1?
It was 1d6. So I double clicked it. The first one was a 4.
So they both take 4 damage. Sound right?
And that is my turn. A lot of things happening.
Okay, and Magvaris.
All right, I'm gonna have a quick one here. I'm just gonna move up 30 feet there from my movement and cast Guardian of Faith.
Okay.
I'll create that AOE. That's all I'm doing.
All right. Up next, we've got.
All right.
Find him. What is it? Orc, just plain orc. I think he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. Orc 2. He's up here. He's gonna move to there. Orc 2 sees Calcine. He says something in orc. Does anybody speak orc? Does anybody speak orc?
Not I.
Nope. Undercommon.
All right. Well, the orc says "Rakastakan," and he chucks a javelin over at you. Slowly working
Who's
itself
you?
out. With a total of 11. At Calcine, who I mentioned initially. He misses, and then orc 6. He has no line of sight, but he will charge up here to Calcine, and he will swing his great axe at her with a total of... Man, the dice rolls are rolling slow. I wonder if it is just because Beyond's debacle is going on. 7 misses. You parry, or you block his attack. And Orc War Chief, he is going to use some of his stuff for sure. One of them is... Where'd it go? Battle Cry. There we go. He is going to yell out in Orc, Radasa Sinkan Tui! What that means, no one knows. But he does it anyway. He's going to attack Megan. He has advantage. Or he's sorry, Calcine. I don't want to get those two confused. Oh my god, it's rolling so slow. I'm about to just roll my own dice. Yep, what's happening? All right, so second attack, he misses 2. So he rolls up on you. I'm sorry, not a second attack, but his advantage attack. With advantage, he misses the first one. 21 for the second. That hits you, right, Megan?
What is it? My AC is 19.
Yeah, so 21 hits you, and it is a total of 7 damage. So you can deal your damage to yourself on the Beyond sheet. Up next, we've got the legendary mercenary Roland.
Me.
That's me.
All right. I'm going to move over here around this corner, and I'm going to get this guy's attention. This one that Jilsara had been shooting at last turn.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say something like, "Hey, ugly, I think you're done fighting." And he's got to roll a wisdom save.
This one here over at the bottom, right? Orc 3?
Yeah.
So again, remind me, you guys can't see what their denominations are?
No.
That's kind of weird. Okay. There might be a setting for that.
We can't even see what they are, like what they're like. If you've got them named or anything, it just says question marks on them.
But it has a picture of them.
It's got
This
a
one
picture,
down here.
but yeah, it literally gives us nothing else. It's like they're unidentified.
It's a hobgoblin.
Got it. It's an orc, but yeah.
He's trying to roll 17.
He needs to roll. What kind of save is it?
Wisdom.
Fuck yeah. He's probably going to fail. These guys are not the wisest. I mean, they're not complete idiots, but it's a wisdom save.
Well, when you did call him ugly, he stared right at you, so he knew it
He
was
knows
him.
who he's talking to. Somebody's talking to him for sure. Wisdom save is going to be +0. I've forgotten rolled in there. It's not enough.
Okay, he's going to take some psychic damage. Looks like 5 psychic damage.
Orc 3
I'm
takes
being
5.
Viciously mocked.
He dead.
Good. That's what I was hoping
The
for.
red X
Okay,
of
that's
destiny.
it. That's my turn.
Okay. And
Who's up?
after that is the Orc 4. Go. Down there, he's going to say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to roll up on Roland after you killed his brother Steven, which if you watched the Wednesday game, you'd get the joke, but it's okay. He's going to roll up on you, Roland. He's going to roll his attack. He has advantage. 17 plus 5, so 22.
Oh, it's just enough.
You take a quick 7 damage from him.
Okay.
And that is his turn. And then next we've got the Cyclops up at the top there. He is going to squeeze past his homeboy, come around here, and he's going to flank Calcine for advantage. And he's going to hit her with his, I believe, club. So a total of 16, I think, is not enough. Is that? Oh, it might be more. I'm waiting for this thing to load. Great club +9, so 19, 20.
Looks like he entered my Spirit Guardians. Can I go ahead and hit him with that?
Yeah, hit him away, hit him away. I'm glad to keep an eye on it because it's this a little different. So, all right, I've got 9 and 7, so 16 plus 6, 22 damage to you, Megan, for Calcine. And after him, that's all he gets is that one, is the Ogre. He has some movement. Let's see, we got 5, 10, 15.
How do I do damage?
To yourself or to them? Oh, just
Yeah,
tell,
it's
just tell me how
a
much.
sorry, it's a 19. Go ahead and roll a save for him. It's 19 to save.
For the Cyclops, right?
Yeah, it's a wisdom, I believe. Let me check.
All right.
Wisdom save.
4.
Okay, that's not gonna do it.
So how much damage did the Cyclops take?
I'm about to find out.
Oh, okay. And then the ogre ran up to there. 9?
Wait, just 9, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
And ogre. He has. Let me see if he has a thrown weapon or anything. Just waiting on stat blocks to load at this point. They just take a second. So the ogre has a great club and javelin, so he'll throw a javelin. 21 to hit you, Roland.
A 21?
Yes.
That's not enough.
Oh, snap, snippy, snap, bro. I hate you with that shit. All right, that's cool though. I'm not.
Links right off.
Ding. Yeah, no, you just deflect it with your shield like a champ, right?
Yeah.
We've got this guy. He'll come this way. Let's see how far he can go. 25. He can get all the way to you because of. Where's your spirit guardians at?
This is a circle. Okay. It's like right. It's,
Oh,
I
is that
can't
where he-
center it on me.
Okay,
That's
Orc
the weird
5 is
thing
not
about
going
it.
to touch that. He is going to swing on Calcine with advantage. So 18 isn't enough? I don't believe. I think you said 19. And then Hill Giant. He's going to go up here. And we're back to the top. Orc 3 is dead, so Winterthorn.
Well, they're all around Calcine, which is not ideal for what I wanted to do. Fireball. So we will.
What on earth could you possibly be getting ready to do?
Something cool.
You can get the Cyclops and those two to the north of her.
Yeah, that's true. I could. Yeah, what the heck? We'll try it.
All right.
All right. So they need to make a dex save, 17,
Okay.
or the big Cyclops and the two guys there to the north.
Do you have Oh, okay, so okay, I see. And it's a dex save, a 17?
Yep.
The orc that's different than the other orcs, the war chieftain or whatever, the one that's right next to Calcine.
Yeah.
he
yeah.
made it.
And then the one
other
up
two
at the top of the.
I'm just telling you, he made the save. The other two did not.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm rolling.
All right, rolling.
Hey, that's pretty good. 34.
All right, and half of 34 is what? 17, 18? No, 17.
Yeah, 17. Yeah.
So 17 to the war chief.
You see a like a cinnamon fireball.
So
It's essentially just
80, so 70.
fireball whiskey.
Like the logo on the bottle.
Exactly.
Okay, and the Cyclops falls to his doom. And finally,
Nice.
last but not least, we've got Orc 2. He's going to take some damage too. And he took the full Monty of it, right? So he is dead as well.
Yeah, we mocked him.
What is after that for you, sir?
That would be my turn. I'm gonna stay right here in the beautiful Spirit Guardian.
Okay. That's Guardian of Faith, but okay. Jill Sarhawk?
Actually, Spirit Guardian.
Oh, I thought you said you were doing Guardian of Faith, but maybe you didn't.
I may have misspoke.
Whoa! Somebody laughing in my face right now?
Well, I saw him cast it. He'd been drinking.
You guys have all the same spells, so
We used to.
yeah, you still do.
Okay. Am I good to go?
Yeah, let's rock and roll.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think you did answer this because on the other question I had, it was automatic. But how do I add advantage?
It should just do it if you have it, because there's an A next to it.
Okay. Well.
I think.
Okay.
Otherwise, just roll
Okay.
twice. But I think this is where having real dice is real nice, because I just roll these dice and know what they add to it, and I can move forward. This program is great, but it is a little chunky, a little slow.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
me.
gonna target. Right. I'm gonna target the orc that's coming up on Roland,
Oh yeah.
and Oh, yeah. We'll go ahead and shoot him.
All right, there's an orc on rolling, so that's 4.
That's yeah. I'm gonna do that again.
Did you hit him?
Nice
Oh,
hit.
so there's 27 hit. Okay, I'm not gonna do that again.
You definitely hit him one time, and that's not with that wasn't with sharpshooter though.
A crit. Yeah. Okay, so then where is the sneak attack?
That's a good question.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
found
Okay, so boom, and I guess this 2. I don't know if I did that right. Sorry if I didn't.
Looks like you didn't roll the weapon yet, just the sneak attack.
Right, so I did that first and then the other. I did it after.
Yeah, you did it post haste. It was enough to kill him. So your sneak attack damage alone murked his ass.
Cool. So I should also hit this just to like make sure I can get some more pain in there on the dead person.
Yeah, go ahead. Feel free to make sure that the piercing arrow continued to move towards his.
And a 4. So 10. Let's go. He's extra dead now, guys.
Well,
You got him right in the medulla.
Right in the medulla oblongata.
Let the Shorstein begin.
Oh my god.
All right. And I think I'm going to go ahead and scooch. Little scoochings going on. Let's see. Around. No, I kind of like where I'm at. I'm going to scooch back just like a little bit. Back behind this rock because I hear that guy coming. So let's go ahead and do that and hide. Did it do it? I didn't move. There. Try that again. Right. Let's see if I'm extra sneaky hidey. Kinda hidden. Feeling kinda hidden. And that's it for me. Is there like a button I'm supposed to click to say it's not my turn anymore?
No, you just say I'm done and I move it forward.
I'm done and I move it forward.
Yes, perfectly done.
Great.
You get all the brownie points.
Yay, I like brownies.
Hell yeah, brownies are delicious. So that was it for you. And you say you didn't move, you just hid, right?
I moved.
Oh.
I moved twice. I kept trying to drag it, and then I said, it's not letting me drag it. I did it again.
Gotcha.
Trying to move south 1 block.
All right. Calcination.
Okay. I'm gonna kill some stuff. What's the guy to my top right?
The very top? Like the big ass guy? Or no, he's
Orc.
like a
Orc
slightly,
chief.
Right.
he's a
Not
slightly beefier looking orc. He seems to be in charge.
All right, him.
You have fancier stuff on.
Not really. He just looks the part. He's been barking orders at him, and his war cry made them get all riled up.
The 19 hit.
A 19 does a 19 hit. I think it actually does. Orc War Chief. I'm on borrowed time here. Let's see. Come on. Load. I might. This is a lesson learned, though. I mean, yes, 19 hits. I was pretty sure it did.
$16 damage,
Hell yeah.
and his speed is reduced by 10.
Okay. I think there's actually, if you... I thought there was a thing. I'm looking for it. Maybe not. Okay.
Are you waiting for me or are you doing something?
No, I was just looking at this. You're good. You're done. If you're done, you're done. Or whatever you're doing.
I'm not done. I was just like, I stopped because it seemed like you were doing something. Sorry.
I mean, a little bit, but not really.
A 30, which
Not-
means that's a nat 20, baby.
Not good enough.
Ah, yeah.
Oh,
Natural 20.
yeah. Oh, shit. A crit actually does some extra damage now, too.
Mm.
Now he has disadvantage on all attack rolls till my next turn.
Mm.
All right, I'm gonna do double damage, yeah? Oh, it did it for me. 20 damage.
Okay.
So he took 36 total. He is 10 feet slower, and also he has disadvantage on all attack rolls until my next turn.
But that sounds like.
Also, I get a bonus. I get a bonus one, and I'm gonna take my bonus action to put a pixie right here. So that guy and the orc below him take a they make a dex save.
a dex save. Okay.
Is the pixie like Tinkerbell? Is that the equivalent?
Yeah, both.
Sure.
fail.
I don't know what those other things that are. I don't know what the other things are when they light up.
Sorry, I was painting stuff.
Oh, are you
Been
doing
around.
that?
Yeah.
Okay. Hell yes. All right, if they fail, they take 6.
You know what's really good is they both failed. The armor classes are actually listed on this program for me. They were just small and I couldn't see them, so that's pretty cool. So Orc, War Chief they both take 6,
Yeah.
and the one directly below as well, Orc 6. So that's 6 as well. We'll put us at 9. Okay, is that it?
And that's all for me.
Okay.
Is that it? He says.
Well, just making sure.
Is that it?
All right, I'm gonna slide right up on in here.
It
Mr.
starts
Kelsey.
to rain outside.
In the cave, it's raining?
Outside, you can hear the patter outside.
Oh, okay.
It's loud.
There we go.
It's really coming down out there.
He's trying to prevent you from using eagle form again.
I guess so. Too bad it's not raining men.
Hallelujah.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on Kelsey. $19 damage shield to Kelsey. I did that as a second level spell because I'm out of first. As a bonus action, I'm going to attack the guy right below me with Wave Dancer. Let's see how to do that.
There's something I was looking for earlier that should have done things.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
All right. Then I'm going. Do I have? I don't think I have Blessed Strikes on this.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, it might be a way to set it up. We'll have to look sometime.
I mean, it has Divine Strike on here, but I can't figure out how to actually use it.
Well, you just roll. I mean, you just roll and add what you're supposed to add to it and tell me, and then we're good.
Okay.
Like we're just spoiled because Fantasy Grounds has everything like with a couple of clicks and a couple of codes. All of a sudden, everything's pretty much just in there, and you just click a button and it does everything you're supposed to do. But we're also spoiled because it's not always right. Whereas Beyond is probably right in actual D&D rules as written or whatever.
How do I roll a D8 this time?
So on the left, there's that red die over on the bottom left. Just click on it once, and it'll go. You'll find the D8 on there, and then just click it once, and then hit roll.
3, So 16 damage.
Okay, and that was to whom? Which one?
The one right below me. The
Okay.
little Skeletor guy.
Orc 5.
Skeletor.
Is that Skeletor? Is that what he looks like these days?
Kinda. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. And what was that total you said? 6?
16 total.
16. Oh, that's different. Where the fuck is this guy? Orc 5. Alright. Sorry. It's not. Orc 2, Orc 6. Orc 5. There he goes. And he takes a shit ton of damage, so he's dead. Anything else?
That's all I got.
2 dead dudes and Orc 6. Orc 6 is right there.
He's gonna take Spirit Guardian damage before anything, so.
Oh, because it's on him.
Yeah.
He takes it when he starts his turn or when he ends his turn?
When he begins his turn in the circle.
All right,
It's a 19 Wisdom save.
No.
Not so much. Okay.
Nope. And he is not. Oh, no, he's still at advantage because his war chief's right there. But he misses Calcine twice. Then it's the.
So he took
How much did he take?
9 damage.
As he swings, he realizes he oversteps and he falls and chokes on a churro he found on the ground earlier. Web must have dropped. He's dead.
Yeah, that one was stale.
A little hard, a little chunky with it. The Orc War Chief.
He's also going to take Spirit Guardian damage.
You already did,
So-
right? I killed him. Oh,
No.
yeah, yeah, he's going to take it too. Yeah, you're right.
19 Wisdom save.
Okay. 4 and 0. Okay, nope.
12 damage.
How much damage?
12.
12. I thought you said total damage. I was like waiting. I was like,
Oh, sorry.
no,
No,
it's
12.
alright, man. It's just
Are you not seeing the rolls?
No, I don't have that up because it's super
Oh,
lag.
okay.
It's making me lag out. So I just
Fair enough.
I'm depending on you guys to tell me, which is great. Roland.
All right.
Oh,
Roland is going
he
to
missed. Never mind. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Roland is going to approach this ogre, and as he walks towards the ogre, you can see light shining out of the eye holes of his helmet, and he starts whispering a strange, haunting chant that only the ogre can hear. He has to make a wisdom save.
DC 17.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled a 16, but I'm pretty sure his wisdom sucks. Let's see if it's any better. It's loading. Oh my god.
Enhance.
Oh. And he has a wisdom of -2. So, yeah, he did not.
Cha-ching. He's going to take some psychic damage as I rack his body with terrible pain. 26 psychic damage. And then he has to use his reaction to move his full speed away from me. And while he does that, I'm going to get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. He has to do it right now.
He has to use his reaction. And let's see.
What's that from? That
I'm gonna
seems
hit.
pretty good.
That's Dissonant Whispers. Yeah, it's a
Oh,
cool
okay.
spell. But I upcast it to level 4 because I wanted to just nuke this guy.
You just wanted to jack his world up, huh?
Yeah. And I hit him with the flail, 21 to hit on his way.
Oh, yeah, that's going to smoke him for sure. It definitely hits him.
And that is 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Orc 4 is dead. Ogre is next, and he can't. And now that he can't come near you, or that's just it's not actually fear.
No, it's not fear. He just has to use that reaction to move away from me. After that, he's good to go. I think. Where did he go?
He dipped. He ran straight up. Okay. He is not messing around with you guys. Orc 5 is dead, and the hill giant is really super stupid. He slams his club into what appears to be a kind of makeshift framework of wood. It cracks and rocks tumble down and fill this area where the ogre is, and the ogre is killed by the contact from all the boulders. But that area is impassable now. Mission impassable.
We can still collect the ogre's head, though, right?
The ogre's toast. But between the ogre's body and all the rocks right there, you guys can't follow the hill giant to wherever he went. And Orc 3's dead. Web Winterthorn, you're up. Quiet, Giddy.
Well, just so you know, I assume that like what we're watching is probably in the past. This is from Webb's cooking show, Adventures Cooking Guide, and like there pops up like a little bubble that says stale churros can be used for croutons, so that's helpful.
That is very helpful, actually. So that's good.
I'm gonna move forward to about here. We're gonna Eldritch Blast the War Chief guy. As soon as it lets me click. Come on! It's frozen. I'll just roll a dice. That's a 10 plus 9, 19.
19 hits.
Okay. He's going to take... that's a D12. That's an 8. I don't know what I'm doing. 10, 5 damage. And I'll roll again. That's a 24 to hit. And he'll take 2 damage, so 7 total. And then I'll move the rest of my movement to get close enough to cast Healing Word on Calcine for 7 points of healing.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you guys know now how to make some croutons on the road.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Kelsey, you never healed yourself with a 19 when I did Cure Wounds.
I didn't hear that you did that. I think I might have walked away. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
So how much? 25 total between the two of you?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Unlimited power.
Actually, 26, sorry. 7 and 29. And 7 and 19.
Okay, and then
Okay.
let's see.
Thank
Who was
you.
that last one you were doing all that damage to? You ran up on the Orc Chief?
Yeah, 7 points of Eldritch Blast damage.
It looks like you ran up on him, though.
No, I cast it like 15 feet away, and then I moved close enough to Healing Word, which actually I think is within 30 feet.
Yeah,
It's
you don't
not
have to
touch.
be. I don't know if you would go there.
I'm fine. I'll take aggro. I'm pretty beefy, you know.
All right. Sounds awful.
I gotta get up in the stuff.
Where's my stuff? Why is this?
So you can dimension door out.
Well, you know,
My
I haven't
mouse-
capped it yet.
My mouse disappeared. What the fuck? My computer's messing up. Okay. And next is Jilsar Hawk.
Okie dokie. If I teleport how many people am I able to take with me with the helm of teleportation?
Whatever it says on the sheet.
I was trying to find, and I didn't. It's in there. Well, yeah. Trying.
I think my mouse.
Do you have
It's
another?
in there.
Do you have another use of that?
It doesn't say.
I don't think she's
'Cause
ever
you
used
use-
it.
She used
I've
it
used
one
it.
time before we went into this cave.
It has 3 charges. The helm regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. So once every 3 years in our days.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That's
Let's
about
see
right.
here. All right. Well, my plan was to kind of jump around a little bit, but I think I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna see what I can do to help up this way. What is this? How many feet would that be?
Oh, I don't know. It should have told you if you made the thing.
I didn't.
Of course, my mouse died.
Each square is 5 feet.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of counting.
So much counting.
You know, people used to play this game with pencil and paper.
Yeah. I
I love
yeah.
that version, honestly.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Graph paper. We were talking about that today. You know. Okay. So this is where I'm gonna be then. I think.
I'm gonna have to
No,
buy
I
some
get one
more
more.
Teddy Grahams.
Okay, so I moved my whole kit and caboodle, and let's go ahead and shoot this. What did you guys call him? The warlord guy. Which I
He
gotta
actually has a
admit,
name badge. It says Heidi Klum on it.
I feel like he is what Roland would look like if he was dead and came back to life. So this is what I was imagining. This is like this beefed up mercenary Roland, but the zombie version.
Undead Beefcake.
Undead beefcake. Yep.
How,
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of that fireball that's just sitting there looking all oppressive.
It looks like bubbles or something.
That was Spirit Guardians.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Okay. No, that's fine. You can leave it. I forgot that it was on. So, okay, Jilsara, so you moved there, and then now what?
Now I'm trying to figure out where the heck my attacks are. I'm sorry, I'm just getting used to the screen.
No, you're
Throw
good.
me off.
It's a little different.
Where did I go? Here we go. Okay.
There's actually a video and chat feature, too. We might be able to have our video be fed through the same thing, which might make it easier to see each other and to set up for the stuff. I don't know. I haven't done it, so I don't know how good it is.
Given how glitchy the dice are, I'm not sure the video option.
I know. I'm concerned
That's
about
a-
how slow it is. Now, obviously, if we're not using the dice, though, it might be okay. It's just if we all have our own dice and we're just adding up to what our sheet says. But that's awful pen and papery of us.
There we go. There we go. All right. Third time's a charm.
Oh, yeah?
Got a 19. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And oh, I did it again. Whoops. Sorry. Quit looking at my character sheet. I can see when you're doing it. Sneaky.
Well, I'm,
Okay,
I'm trying to get the thing up so I can see all your rolls because I know Evan's going to cheat if I don't.
Okay, so how do I make sure that hits that guy?
You just tell me which guy it is, and then I make it
The
so.
bandana guy, the guy with the headband, the 80s zombie.
Is he an 80s zombie? Longbow damage 9. So 9 damage to the guy that's next to Webb to the top right of Calcine, right?
9 damage, is that it?
That's what it said. Do you not get sneak damage?
Yeah. Did it not go?
Oh,
24 total.
maybe I didn't see. Okay, 24. That's what I need to know. That's all I need.
It's right above it. It says 15.
Sorry, I just already closed out of there, and it takes 10 minutes to open, so I didn't. So 24 total damage. Smoke the war chief. He's toast.
My game log is not updating, so I can't even see.
Yeah, the game log is super slow for me. It is what it is. I don't know if it's because there's a bunch of us or because they're the enemy of the people now. I'm not sure. And anything else on your turn there, Cameron?
Nope, that's it. I had to use my bonus action to move that far, so.
Okay. Calcine. Oh, you guys are out of combat.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think there's anybody left.
Just trying to figure out how to change my dice.
Time to start chopping heads off.
Yeah, I have actually a tally of all of the bounties.
Get all the heads.
Okay.
I've got a bag of holding that Roland has, but just so that.
We all have bags of holding.
Yep. But
And they're
Roland's
just
is just
going to
for
be
that.
full of rotting heads.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
are the
with a
orc heads
potpourri in
are the orc heads worth anything, or just the giant kin?
Orcs probably worth something. Yeah, I don't like them.
We'll
either.
bring him anyways.
Not taking up much.
Do they have any
space.
cool loot? Any cool loot?
No, not particularly. I mean, there's plenty of javelins and great axes. I'm sorry, battle axes, and there's mostly javelins, battle axes, and there's a club,
We're taking it all.
some rocks.
I'm not interested in any of that.
Well, we all have bags of holding, so you can take whatever we want.
I don't think
I'm not
weapons,
put-
unsheathed
I'm not-
sharp weapons can't go into a bag of holding.
I'm not putting any dirty orc equipment into my bag of holding.
You'll put their heads in there though, or no?
They're dirty heads.
No, I thought Magvarus was taking the heads. He volunteered.
Actually, they're all wearing some sort of dirty, gross clothing, so we
I
can
volunteered
probably
your
just
bag of holding
take
for
their
the heads.
cloth and wrap their heads in whatever they were wearing.
How about you give me your treasure to put in my bag of holding to make room for heads?
I'll give you all the weapons. Sure. That's fine. I can put heads in my bag of holding. That's fine.
Webb heard Roland ask about cool loot, and he thought he said flute, and he pulls his out and starts playing.
Oh, of course.
Oh, Roland starts banging out a rhythm on his shield at the same time, and kind of jangling the chain of
Yeah.
his flail. And
Like you can vaguely hear, it sounds like Jamiroquai.
You guys are the worst. Is that how they sound anymore? Jamiroquai?
They do now. A lot of pan flute.
All right, so Megan, for every orc on there, they all had a great axe, and of all of them, you can have 80% of them had a javelin left. So you can add up how many are there if you would like, and just tally that down as stuff that he's carrying. That's fine. We can add it to sheets later. You can also go to manage equipment in Beyond and just start clicking X amount of
Wait.
times to add them.
I'm sorry, what? Am I taking inventory
what?
for everyone?
Yeah,
why do
with-
you guys want all these javelins and
He
great
sells
axes?
them. He always makes some kind of profit. Not a lot, but
Oh
something.
yeah.
He
It
literally
could make the
loots
difference
everything.
to a starving
treats-
urchin on the street.
Could use my woodcarver's tools and make little needles out of them.
Let me know once you got them all tallied, right, Megan?
Blow darts.
No, I didn't tally anything. I was.
You said you tallied how many dead orcs there were. How
Yeah.
many we killed, right?
Are you playing music?
No.
Yes, he
I
is.
might be losing my mind a little bit.
I don't hear anything.
It's
the
my
flute.
pan flute.
It's the flute.
All right,
Yeah,
so
Webb's really good. Sounds like a
So
full
besides-
orchestra.
You guys are killing it.
besides the garbage, was there anything? There's nothing of note in this.
No, these
cave?
guys are all grunts. I mean, the best guy there just was just better with his weapon. They're all wearing hide armor, like crappy uncured hide armor. There's a bunch of axes, battle axes, and laying around. I'm sorry, no, they're all great axes. That's right. So yeah, there's however many orcs there were, each had a great axe, and 80% of them had a javelin. If you guys want those, none of the armor's worth taking. It's all soiled and spoiled and not made well, or at least not to any decent standard. And then the hill giant ran away. The cyclopses just had clubs. So I mean, there's 3 great clubs. If you want great clubs, they're worth nothing.
But aren't they like cyclops sized?
Yeah, they're big ass great clubs. Yeah.
Yeah, probably not gonna bring the random sticks that they drop. No.
Okay, so just 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 80% of 9. So what is that, like 6? So 6 javelins, basically, and then 6 javelins and 9 great axes.
That's it? I thought we killed a lot more than 9.
Orcs, you probably did. I mean, because a lot of them are off the map from before, but what's worth salvaging, though, is another story.
How many did we kill, Megan? You said you kept a tally, right?
Yeah, I got 2 half ogres, a cyclops, 3 ettins, 5 ogres, and it sounds like 9 orcs.
So the orcs have, like I
You
said,
probably killed like 20 orcs.
they have a great axe. There was a bunch of other orcs that were here on.
I wasn't keeping track of the orcs because I didn't think they're not giants, so I wasn't.
Yeah, but you guys decided to take them. We'll say 20 orcs total is fine, which would be 20 great axes total.
30. I think it was like 30, right?
It's
35?
20. Cameron?
78.
Cameron.
Or...
Cameron.
If we're just going with a number, I mean...
really? It's not worth arguing about. What are we gonna do next?
Yeah, eight javelins.
78
To make it 8 javelins, and the ogres just had clubs too, which you don't, unless you just want to take them for no reason.
Well, we could make a fort of javelins, of orc javelins somewhere.
I'm happy for
I
you.
can
Go to a tree
literally
house.
make a house out of magic. But yeah, let's do this.
I'm gonna
Let's do the
start
battle axe
wrapping up
fort.
the heads.
Roland takes off his helmet and starts braiding his hair.
Good.
Oh wow, he's such
Do
a.
you put on the dead guy's headband?
No.
Oh. It'd
I'm
be
not
better
taking
if
the
you
orc
did.
heads.
You're not.
Roland takes a fine silk handkerchief out of his pouch and wipes his brow.
Oh yeah, how's your brow doing, bro?
Clean now.
Okay, all right. As long as we know what's going on, I guess, right? All right, cool. So that means what? So here you guys are. You're in this cave. You just managed to slay a bunch of these guys that you fell upon, while they weren't even expecting you, and they collapsed the cave on all the exits going deeper into the mountain. So that the only option you guys really have is to go back out into the torrential downpour to continue your trip.
What time of day is it?
I believe it was pushing evening.
Can we just?
I mean, it
camp in
doesn't
the
matter.
cave?
We're kind of on a time constraint. We have to go.
It's raining
Oh,
pretty hard
right.
for him to be
We're-
flying in.
Well, we're making really good time too. Like we're way ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
If only we had a
Fine, but just
druid.
because we leave doesn't mean it's going to stop raining. Or just because we stay doesn't mean it's going to stop raining.
Well, I think we need to rest anyway, right?
Okay.
We don't have to.
I'm saying
We don't
that
have to.
I don't feel like us just like stopping every time we get injured is smart. I know that we need to, but we're on a time restraint, so we have to like fucking get there, right? Like what happens when we get there and we don't have enough time to do what we need to do? Then what's the point of this whole mission?
I have two more polymorphs I can do before I have to rest because I won't be able to anymore.
All right, come here. Let me give you a spell slot or 3 back.
What?
I can.
I think polymorph.
So I get to roll a d3 and a creature regains 1 expended spell slot equal to the number rolled or lower.
Yeah, I think polymorph is a 4th level spell.
Correct.
But somebody's gonna get some healing spells and shit back at least. I've got 4 of these. Like I can do this for all 3 of the magic users.
I can do
'Cause
this all
make
day.
healing. Huh?
I can do this
All day.
all day.
All day.
All day.
So actually, for all 3 of you, just roll a d3 because I get 3 of those, and you can only get it once per long rest. I get 4 of them, and you can only get once per long rest. So
I have only used 4th level spell slots. So.
okay, well then don't do that. Magvarus, if you want a spell slot back, roll a d3.
Is there such thing as a D3?
D6
Roll a
divided by
D6.
2.
Oh, okay.
And Webb, you can do the same thing.
Okay.
We got a 3.
Oh yeah.
I got a 2.
That would
So
be a
the 1, 2, 3, 4, then like 4 is a 1, and 5 is a 2, and 6 is a 3. Or how does the d3 work?
Yeah,
1, 2, 3,
I did.
4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's what I would do. I mean,
So you get a 3rd level or lower back.
So I get a 2nd level or lower back.
I didn't see your roll, but if you rolled a 2
I rolled
or
a 2,
a 4.
yeah. A 2.
Can everybody roll initiative for me? I just want to see what happens. I think you should essentially. It's assume you'll start showing up on the combat tracker again. Oh yeah. Okay,
19.
cool. Oh, that's
17.
That's great. Okay, cool. So yeah, it puts you guys on there.
You can do it from the app too, which is pretty nifty.
Yeah, super nice. I just wanted to get you guys back on there. Okay, so you guys are in this cave. It's raining outside. You just gave them some spells back. You feel pretty confident that there's no way in here from internally of the mountain. You still hear those drums banging kind of under the mountain that were banging before. They seem a little more distant at this point, just due to them being through more rock, etc. So what's
So
the
the only
plan?
way to go now is out, correct?
To go back out, yeah. Because they collapsed these kind of shoddy. They look shoddy to the dwarf anyway, but there's no dwarf here, so. They don't look shoddy. They just look kind of like thrown together, if anything.
I mean, we can keep going in the rain if you guys want.
Or we could just rest in this dry cave, right?
I guess my
We could do
question is can he polymorph and fly 4 people on his back during a torrential downpour?
Well,
I've got
that's
the
up to you.
elephant too.
The
Not yet.
DM.
Oh, God, still not 7.
It'll be frozen over in hell before you get to use that elephant ever again.
Literally dog ears. That's my life in this game.
I don't know how to clear these guys off the map.
Just click on
I've
them
been
and
keeping
delete
track
them.
of how many days it's been. Don't worry.
It doesn't
Been
let me. It doesn't let me do
77
that.
days, I believe.
If I click
It's been 5 days.
Rounded to the nearest 77.
Select this dude. Oh, here we go. It wasn't. I had something else open. I got it now. Hell yeah! And I can draw a line and box them in and stuff. It's pretty cool. Hell yeah! Okay,
This is nice. This is more like roll 20, which I used to use a lot.
yeah, I think Roll20 is pretty good too. But there's a lot of put together, and this doesn't have any put together. You just kind of click buttons and it happens. There's definitely some a learning curve just because you don't know what the fuck we're doing, but. Cool. So, yeah.
How far are we from our destination? I don't really.
You guys were halfway when you landed.
We're halfway there.
And how many more days do we have to get there?
3, I think, right?
I believe that is correct. Yes, Evan, you get inspiration for knowing.
Yes.
For guessing and sounding like you do.
No, I think he's right though. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna let him have his way.
Can we double check? What if we actually have 4 days?
Huh? You
Trying
don't.
to gain us some time.
We don't. We have 3.
It's 3 days. You guys are down to the wire.
Okay.
And I flew us for 2 hours. We got halfway there. So another 2 hours would probably put us there so we could fly. I have 2 hours left. I could fly us, but then we would for sure have to rest.
So we might as well.
We might
Yeah.
rest.
So either rest here or rest there.
Yes, I think so.
I mean, the rain is coming down pretty hard. Obviously, there's a lot of enemies on the other side of some blocks. I'm not there to advise you guys necessarily, but I just want to, do whatever you think you need to do.
Well, let's rest then.
Well, if we don't know what we're going to be landing in as we fly, right, or how long it would take because it's raining, we'd save time in the end, right?
Right? Yeah. You don't know.
What do you need a rest for?
She's tired, bro.
Rogues never need rest.
Just trying to help you guys out, my sleeping team, man.
No, I think rogues literally do not have any abilities that recharge on short or long rest. The only thing you need it for is
thing she just took.
rolling hit dice.
I mean, if we fly, I can get high enough. I can get us above the clouds too, so that's not a concern.
That's pretty high.
Yeah, that's pretty high. It's a hell of a fall. But up to you guys. Whatever you guys decide you want to do is good.
Well, I can fly, so I don't care if they fall. I'll be fine.
Fair enough.
I'll be fine. They can just go ahead and kick rocks.
I don't know what Webb's character is like. You said once you take us there, you're gonna have to rest. So does that mean?
Well, I just mean I
point?
won't have any.
I'm gonna heal up everybody before we do anything.
Okay, so what's that look like?
I mean, if you're gonna have someone ambush us while I'm healing, then you'll have to tell me. But I'm just gonna start casting my prayer of healing until everybody's full.
Okay. So you're doing prayer of healing, is what you're saying, as a ritual?
Yes.
That's what I was asking, not like
10 minutes. So the first one's 24 health to everybody. And I'll have to do a second one.
you should be able to do it.
Second one's 16.
Okay, I'm good.
There we go. Does that heal everybody up? How we do? How we feel after that?
Calcine still needs some.
Yeah, I need some. Still good.
Alright, and then another 16. That should do it. Yeah, that heals. That heals up everybody. So everybody should be full on health. So now we can take long rest. I think it was a consensus.
Webb's still down, unless you didn't include him.
He just hasn't. I can't heal him, so he has to heal himself.
Oh. And Calcine, you're all the way up with that?
Yeah. It was 32 plus 24. I mean, that's 56 hit points.
Hell yeah. So, there we go. You guys see that, right?
Oh yeah.
Very nice.
Okay. And I will also show the people watching as well. Real quick. Let's see. Click that. Oh, you can see some of it. Oh, it's not good. It's just not enough. AboveVTT. There we go. All right, so there's course off. You guys are, like I said, about halfway. You're right where Evan's name is on the stream. You're not right where Evan's actual name is, right in the Sablestein Mountains. So you're about halfway, right at that peak of the Sablestein Mountains. There, you found the mountain path. You found the cave. You went in the cave. You guys are in the cave. Everybody's prayer healing up. Let me double check. Nobody comes through from the closed off area to wax you guys, so you are good to go and do whatever your next step is going to be.
Okay.
Is it still raining?
Yes, you're right there. I just drew a circle on the map for you guys. The rain, it doesn't have much sign of coming up. Those prayer healings are only 10 minutes long. If you did 2 of them, it's only been 20 minutes.
All right. Well, I'll get ready to cast my polymorph.
Okay.
So do we do a long rest?
I think we're gonna fly and get there,
Why wouldn't we rest first?
and then rest when we get there.
We could hit combat as soon as we get there. I don't see why we wouldn't rest first.
Okay, let's rest first. I thought we already did that. Honestly, I thought, Dane, you said we rested. So let's just rest first and get it over with.
I may have misheard. I didn't know that you guys had decided that. So, I mean, that's fine. Rest away.
All right. Did we do it successfully, or?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I did roll to see if anything happened while the prayer healings are gone, but I'll double check. Yep. You guys are good for you're doing a long rest? What a bunch of turds. All right, so that means everybody's up, and I should be able to click. Oh, you do this on your character sheet. There's a thing that says long rest.
Yep.
Yeah,
So just
I saw it there.
everybody just make sure you click those, and it'll long rest you. And then morning comes. You guys are ready to go. First light probably The rain has dissipated. Everything is super soaking wet out there. There's pools of water in different like parts of the mountain side and past where you are, where you can see some of the divots in the terrain have made these like pools of water all about. And then we're back in the sky.
Yep. I'll get to the like entrance of the cliff and polymorph and caw.
Okay. Give me a survival check to start out with. At disadvantage, Evan.
Can I provide help because I have proficiency in survival?
Are you flying with 4 full-size humans on your back?
What?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm wondering if I can like.
No, the shorter answer is no. He's got 4 people on his back, and I probably should have been ruder about it the first time around when you guys tried to stack everybody on top of one bird and fly forever. But here we are. We made it. So
Rolled an 8.
rolled an 8. That's not super good. That's with disadvantage.
Oh, sorry. No, that's just regular. Nat 20.
Oh, good.
So we'll go with 8.
We'll go with the 8. All right. It's not good enough. You try to get up and go. It's not your normal form. You get how it works, but they're just awkward today.
Rain's really getting me.
It takes you an extra bit of time to go the same distance as you went the first hour of the first day and the second hour. So that third hour, you go about half as far as you go in the last 2 hours of travel. And then
so we've flown twice.
No, you flew twice yesterday.
And this is the third.
And the
Wow.
third
Is what he's saying.
the third time was just half as effective.
Got that. Okay. Dang. Caw!
Caw! Yeah, you got it. Caw. Let me take a look.
Fuck did my book go?
You should have let one of us borrow your winged boots so we could fly alongside you.
That would've been
Oh wait,
sweet.
the eagle's a lot faster though. Never mind.
Oh, so much faster.
Lots faster.
Okay.
Can't find my DMG.
Your DMG.
Not my DMG. My can't find my. Oh, there it is. My player's handbook. Sorry, PHP.
PHP. Got it. Yeah, you have so many books. So do I. So you traveled essentially half the speed you did yesterday with as many same people, and you have to find a place to perch down and polymorph out and back in.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can roll perception for that to see if you see a viable place, as you guys have been clicking down the clock on when he's going to transform into a small little halfling. You guys all plummet 900 feet to your death. Because that
29.
would be hilarious. Hey guys, we've been playing this campaign for 3 years, 8 months, and 9 days. Welcome to your demise at a quick fall from 900 feet in the air. Already dead. Didn't put any time into that.
I've been playing for 3 years.
Been playing longer than 3 years if you count the other games that we played, but these guys have been playing
Right.
45 games, is almost a year, probably about a year.
Right. 52 weeks in a year.
No, I'm just, because we skipped a couple here and there and stuff. That's what I'm saying. It's probably
I
about a
know.
year. Perception.
What perception
29.
thing?
Jesus. Is that with the eagle eye?
Caw!
14.
29 is good enough. You see a small, if high up, little like flattened area on top of part of one of the mountains, and you're able to land. You also see there's easily maybe, I don't know, it's hard to count, but let's call it maybe 1,500 orcs about a mile down the mountain from where you're landing in a small like canyon. And they appear to be rank and filing into... They're from the mountain out into the daylight.
Like going towards the quarry.
Going towards the crystal.
Oh. We better warn them.
And then I don't know if you guys remember or not, the course off the crystal, there's the cinnabar is the essentially chaotic evil nomad city that's just at the base of the Citrine Falls, right over by the crystal, which is the main place for the for them. So we've got the crystal, we've got the Citrine Falls, and we've got Cinnabar. And you all already know that there's half-orcs and orcs and goblins and hobgoblins and bugbears and ogres and stuff like that frequent Cinnabar because it is known to be kind of like a very, very Wild West type town. There's also obviously humans and elves and dwarves and things too, but it's not your conventional well-ran city so much as it is just shy of a free-for-all.
Like the Wild West.
Very similar to that, yeah.
Can you remind me, are we headed to the crystal?
You did want to get to the crystal to find Ganther?
Yes.
Yeah.
Megan's still mad about that one.
I'm still mad.
So, if we were to draw where you guys are now, I would say it's probably like this peak here.
Can we shoot at them?
Again,
they're a mile away.
They're about a mile away down the mountain. You guys are like at this little, between these two little peaks here, there's a little meadow or little breakaway, little sandy spot that you can land on, just big enough for you guys to kind of squeeze onto. It's not a real place to hang out even. You couldn't even set up his little magic hut there really. There's not that much room. It's about 15 by 10. And it's not a rectangle. It's kind of jagged around the edges and stuff, so not even really 15 by 10. But you're up there and you look down, and down coming out of the mountain that you guys had just flown away from, you see this line of what appear to be mostly orc and other orc type creatures. There you see some giant kin and stuff starting to develop, but there's easiest fastest guess 1,500 plus of just orcs, not even including the other larger brethren that you see spattered throughout, which ranges in over 100 of those.
Are they pounding drums?
Yes, it's a full on military march. I mean, they're going to war. I don't have. It's not. There's no lines or hides about it. It's a thing.
We don't see like women, children, anything like that. It's like soldiers. Like that's it, right?
And I mean, it's a mile away, so you see.
I got the eagle eye. So.
Yeah, you still see just this big mass of you see this big mass of like this.
They look like ants.
Mass of awful creatures moving away from where you were towards where the crystal is.
Got it.
We smell them.
On their way to Helm's Deep.
Yeah.
Look for me on the third day at dawn. Well, we should be able to beat them there.
Look to the west.
Because if we're flying.
Oh. Yeah, I mean that's not the issue. Just the knowledge that they exist might be a thing that might come in handy, or it might be a time crunch thing to where you guys don't want to be somewhere where you're sieged in for the next 6 months because of a giant
When I was
mass.
invisibly sleuthing around the quarry, did I hear anything about like orc movement or?
No, that wasn't really even on your radar because you guys did. Megan did some research. Calcine did some research into, the different kinds of creatures that are up here, but you didn't know if they're moving or whatnot. You know what I mean? It wasn't clear.
Well, none of us have ever really been this far north, so
right.
We wouldn't even know what Cinnabar was, right?
I mean, you've heard of it in your bardic travels and things, and Calcine's from here. She's from Corsoff.
I've been this far north.
So she knows. I mean, she's probably been to Cinnabar even at one point or another in her many years ago when she was younger, traveling with her nomadic tribe. But it's not somewhere she's been in some time, and it's constantly changing because it's not a sturdy city. It's it is wigwams and teepees and other fur huts and mud huts and
Pueblos.
What is it?
Pueblos.
Pueblos, yeah. Pretty much all of that.
All right. Well, are you guys ready to continue?
Yeah, man.
All right. Caw-caw!
All right, give me a regular survival check.
Here we go, baby. Solid 7. I'm crushing it tonight.
You're just tired, bro. Like, you can't even get off the ground barely. Like, you fly like, again, half the distance you did yesterday. And it's just, it seems like they just weigh more. The air is thinner.
Well, I didn't eat enough churros before we took off this time.
And I need everybody to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy, even me?
Yeah.
Oh.
When you turn into a halfling, you'll need to roll it. The eagle is fine. The giant ass eagle you turned into.
23.
Hey. I love we'll have to wait on the thing. I think
20.
we should just use regular dice and use our sheets to add stuff up. I think it'll be faster. We only have 2 hours.
Hey, Var, is you okay?
Right away.
Well, actually, let me see. Okay. So Warcaster doesn't give me advantage to all con saves, just ones that I'll...
Yeah, just stuff to do with concentration.
Yeah. So, 9.
Do you have to concentrate for polymorph?
Yes.
Okay. So 9. I got a 9. I got a 23. Did I hear everybody else's?
18.
20. 20.
I feel like I'm missing one still. Or I didn't hear it.
Oh, I didn't roll.
23, 24, 20, and 9.
You said you didn't need me to roll as the eagle, right?
As the halfling, because you got halfway through the same distance, had to land again.
Oh, okay. I'm
So
sorry.
you're out of polymorphs for the day, right? No, you get 3 more because you guys rested.
Right.
Son of a bitch.
Solid 7.
Solid 7. Another one?
Mm-hmm.
You rolled a second 7?
Yeah, dude.
No, he got an 8.
No, he had an 8, and then he had a 7, and now you have another one?
Oh, no, sorry. That was 8 from my con save.
Oh, I see. Okay. So you fail. You're at disadvantage for anything athletic. Anybody that rolled below 15 is having trouble catching air. You're very high up. There's not a lot of oxygen up here. You're not used to it. You guys are from the wetlands and Greenweld. You know, most of you.
The jungle.
The jungle. You know, the humid, tepid forests and things. And there's just not a lot of air up here. So until you are out of the heights, you're at disadvantage on anything athletic, which includes strength and dex and con anything, and then also athletic and obviously athletics, or also like melee attacks and ranged attacks.
Before we take off this time, I gotta take a smoke break. My lungs are burning.
I mean, that'll help, right? Reaches in to get a cigarette. It's like, oh, I forgot. I just eat churros, and slams a couple churros. All right, cool. So again, then polymorph and move on.
Yep.
All right, you guys jump on. Everybody jumps back up on the bird. He's gonna roll some survival again.
Before we go, I'm gonna give him a bolstering magic tap and give him an extra D3 on his ability checks.
Here we go.
He won't need it as the bird. Well, I mean, I guess he could still use it, but like
Sure, I'll take a +3.
He's not affected by the air as the eagle.
I was talking about the survival check that you're about to make him
Right.
roll.
Yeah.
That's fine. I figured that out after I started talking. So go ahead.
All right. Hey, there we go. 15 + 3, 18.
All right. So I think that's 4 times the distance we were trying to go. So let's go ahead and put you. So you have an option at this point. The crystal, the top of the crystal is completely closed off. It looks to be built into and out of the mountain itself. There are spiked crystal towers in a large tower with a spiked crystal top at the very front of it on the southern corner of the structure that is built into this large mountain. It appears to almost be one with the mountain in a lot of places. The only thing that differentiates it really is the color scheme of the materials used. As you could tell, they were dwarf made and beaten into submission and crafted the way they are. But otherwise, it looks like a big green and purple mountain that is part of these mountains, but has 4 crystal spires on top of a giant ass tower that's probably 300 feet up in the air. And then below that you see the cinnabar, and you can see the mist from the citrine falls washing down from there, as well as the giant mountain to the east of the crystal. The cinnabar from up where you guys are does just look like a medium-sized, like almost tent city from up there. There's a lot of activity there as well. It doesn't look organized like the line of baddies coming out of the mountain, but there is a lot of activity at Cinnabar currently as well. You can't really...
How far away are we from that?
You're about to land somewhere. That's what I'm about to ask is...
I get that, but like I don't know where we are in like how far are we from the ground? How far are we are you just saying we're approaching this stuff? Like, are we in the airspace?
You're in the airspace.
I'm trying to figure out where we're at.
Yep.
This is your captain speaking. You've been flying at 10,000 feet. We thank you for flying Eagle Air today. As you look below, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We need to know which square are we in?
Right? I don't
We're
need
between
to know that.
4
I'm
squares.
To figure out how well we can see the things that you're telling us, I guess.
It sounds like we can see them pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, well enough. You're above them, but you're about 500 feet up. It's just a matter of, are you going to go to Cinnabar and try to gain entrance into the town from there? Let's see what that little town has. You're going to try and land at what you assume is the tower gate there at the southern tip of the crystal.
Well, okay, so my question about Cinnabar then is if we're 500 feet away, we'd be able to hear if your disorganized movement was some sort of battle.
No. It's just not like the line of
just unrest. It's
unorganized
not
city.
Yeah, it's just there's a lot of people moving down there in no particular pattern.
Okay.
Well, it seems like we wouldn't want to waste any time. Wouldn't we want to go straight to the crystal?
Yes.
Okay.
And at this point,
I'm just circling.
If we get caught, we can just tell them that we saw the orc army marching and we're here to warn them.
So the hardest part about the crystal, as you guys circle down to figure out a place to land, is that the city itself is built into the mountain. And Megan, you've never actually been to the crystal, even though you're from Corsoth, and neither of you, Webb. The one thing that you know is that the best way and the most traveled way to get into the crystal city itself, as it is closed off and essentially a large stone building that encases the city, is through Moonstone Pass. But that also takes time to travel through there, and you would need a guide from somewhere. Most likely, it's a labyrinth of caves and tunnels that are both man-made and not. So you could try and land on the roof of the crystal. I'm just not sure where you would go in. You don't see any activity on the crystal itself besides just the building.
So what was our plan coming in here? Because we would have already known that. So
yeah,
that's not news. So what was our plan?
When we had discussed it, you guys, we had talked about going through Moonstone Pass or finding somebody from Cinnabar to take you was one option. There might be a way. There's speculation that there might be a way to get into the crystal itself from above or from outside, but it's not something that you guys knew of.
Oh. Well, can we get a little closer and just take a look?
Yeah, let's do some perception checks. Since we're getting closer, we'll just do regular. Kind of see how those sit. And again, I can't see them, so just call them out.
24.
21.
21, 24, 21.
24.
And a 15. I mean, we see everything.
Yeah, I mean, they're at least decent, right? Not too bad. So, okay. You guys start to look over. It does not appear like you can get in through the top. There just doesn't appear to be ways. You see essentially arrow slits along the edges and things like that, but you don't see any actual doors. You can assume the dwarves have built maybe secret passageways. Think like the thrush knocking on the mountain wall. and there's a door that slides apart and they can enter, things like that. If we're talking Lord of the Rings, but there's no apparent entrance. You can tell that they're being manned just by the sense that there's the arrow slits in the sides of the outer walls. But there aren't any. There's no like drawbridge. There's no gate. It doesn't even have a road that leads up to it. The road that leads up to it is through Moonstone Pass.
And you said Moonstone Pass is. We would need a guide. Like you can't just blunder your way through there.
I mean, you can. It just depends on how long you want to take. I mean, you see how big that mountain is right there? Like the mountain that's right there is pretty big. And so like again, you totally could.
I should have put a second pass over by the quarry. Damn it. What was I thinking? I could.
You guys could totally blame Evan for this. I'm just winging off of his mistakes.
So I could polymorph myself again into like a teeny tiny bird, go through that arrow slit, and see if I can find a entrance up here.
I mean, yeah.
Where are you going to drop us, though?
Well, I just mean if like I can find an entry point, I can open it.
Couldn't Josar just like teleport us through the arrow slit?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I can do up to 8 people, so
even if you haven't seen the plate.
Yeah, as long as I can see it.
She can see through the arrow slit.
True. Or I could polymorph you into a bird, and you could go in there and recon.
Oh, because she's sneaky.
If you have Arcana as a class skill and you've chosen it, give me an Arcana check.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
If you don't have Arcana, and you have History, I'd allow a History. But it's one or the other, though.
23 Arcana.
You're a turd. Roll Perception as well.
I did that already. I rolled a 24.
Yeah, that was to notice from way up high. You've flown down closer now.
Wait, where are you seeing your numbers? Because they look different on my screen.
He's cheating.
17.
It looked like you got a 15 for Arcana.
Evan?
Is that just me?
I mean, you could be right. Was it? Okay, sorry, 15 Arcana.
Oh my god, those. You see what happens, folks?
It was like right in between two.
Now,
I didn't know. I couldn't see it.
15 and 23, they look very similar.
It's not. It's the same thing, really.
I just wanted to make sure. Okay, all right.
Way to go, Max.
Hey, 15 is still good.
Never play Monopoly with Evan.
What are you talking about? I only play when McDonald's
You can play Monopoly with Evan,
October.
just don't let him be the banker.
Oh, okay. He just can't be the banker or the mortgage guy? Yeah, okay.
And nail the board down, because I will flip it.
Oh my god. It turns it into walkboard. Okay, so
17 Perception.
17 Perception, 15 Arcana.
Arcana, yep.
Do you want to use your inspiration, or Tim's? Who had it? Who had inspiration? You did. You want to use it?
Sure. Yeah, I'll use it for
Arcana or for Perception.
Well, the Perception's pretty good, right? 17. I mean, they're both good, but we'll do the Arcana again. Let's do that. Okay. 25.
The Gunther family is well known, and you guys know this because Gunther has been at the library a long time, the Biblioteca. The
Nomenclature Institute.
Nomenclature Institute. As you guys are kind of coasting in, talking, like they're talking above you about, well, maybe we could teleport through a crack here or do this or that. You notice that the stone is intricately carved, and it appears, even though it's built into the mountain, there appear to be some sort of arcane scripting along the battlements. Now, with a 25 Arcana, it appears to has to do something with defensive spells to protect the city itself from outside attack. Now, whether that includes, a teleportation or a slippery do a little mouse sliding through the window, that's up to you if you want to risk it. The ones that you've seen similar to this are typically evocation traps. So you feel like maybe if you blunder, you might set off some kind of potentially dangerous evocation trap. Depending on, I don't know, depending on how the dwarves do it. Depending on if they have, is there a passcode? Is there an artifact they carry? Is there something you don't know because you're not a dwarf and you don't live here? But you do notice that there is something, I'll say untoward or concerning, maybe is a better word, about the outside.
So I have 3 charges of this, so I can also teleport an object. So we could do a test run.
I think the spell probably specifies creatures.
No, it says object.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah. If you target an object, it must be able to fit entirely inside of a 10-foot cube. And it can't be held or carried by an unwilling creature.
You guys, mistakes were made when we gave Mac a way to look at her stuff. Now, she's had an extra hour to study this stuff. She knows the numbers. She knows the descriptions. So
I can actually teleport to a false destination, have a pretty decent shot of getting similar, like to a similar area, or just off the description. So we're gonna teleport the shit out of the next few weeks. So
Well, let's,
Going everywhere.
We just want to be careful that we don't end up like on the plane of fire or.
that's what I'm thinking. Maybe we teleport. Like, can we grab a bird that we saw in the air, one of the mean ones, and just teleport it and see what happens?
the mean birds.
Or a rock.
Oh my god!
I'll pull
teleport
like
some of those extra battle axes that we have or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
I was just
what
gonna say. I was thinking that I could just pull out like a bag of bacon with the logo on it
even better. Yeah,
as a gift. If someone
That way they know we
finds
come
it,
with
something
goodwill.
non-threatening.
It's got
like to be
Borla's,
advertised.
Borla's face on the bag as part of the old insignia, you know. And you got
It's
bacon.
for sure expired.
Oh yeah, that is for sure expired.
the older stuff, not the stuff I can still profit off of.
The older
It's
bacon
the
is,
sample stuff.
yeah, it's definitely rotted. Okay, I mean, you guys tell me what you want to do. That's fine. I know.
let's do that. Let's throw the bag of bacon. We'll teleport it.
You know, teleport.
So from my Arcana / Perception rolls, I get the sense that it would not be smart to send something living through this arrow slit.
Your
Rotten
first
bacon's
inclination
probably okay.
is that it would be extremely dangerous to try to storm the castle. But have fun storming the castle. I mean, that's feel free. But you have this nagging, sneaking doubt that it would be a safe venture. And it might be an indiscriminate one as well.
Still can't pull up my elephant, can I?
Not for 3 more days.
Got 2 more days.
Oh, that's right. You guys rested.
It's been 6 days.
Okay, so I have 1 more
4
day.
more days.
Every 7 days.
Weeks
I
are
can do
10
it.
days. It's Forgotten Realms.
Look this shit up
Boy,
again.
we're in a pickle.
Hell yeah. I love pickles.
Right.
I mean, how long do we have?
We still have.
You're right on time. You have, what, 2 days left? Because you had 3 and you used
Well,
1 to get here?
how far is Cinnabar from where we are now?
It's at the base of the mountain, so it's about 800
500
feet.
feet.
500 feet
So
to,
could
the,
we-
to the castle. Or to the city. About 800
So
to
could-
Cinnabar.
Couldn't we fly down there and like try to get some information and like still be able to fly back up if we wanted to?
Potentially, as long as he's got time. I mean, he's on his last... Oh, he's got... Well, you have 2 more polymorphs, don't you? Because you have 4.
Well, I have 2 more 4th levels, and then I could upcast it to 5th level if I need to for 2 more times.
Okay.
So
So
technically, I'd
the
have
only
to
entrance
be,
through the Moonstone Pass, though.
But we have to get somebody from Cinnabar to take us through Moonstone Pass.
Potentially Cinnabar. That's the maybe obvious option, only because they're from there, but they might not be the best option. Sulphur
So,
Flats
like-
has dwarves that work at it, typically.
yeah. So maybe like
I'd rather
if
deal
we,
with doors.
if we flew to Sulphur Flats, we could maybe find a guide that could
We haven't
take
had
us.
much
Population of
luck
Cinnabar.
dealing with. The dwarves have been pretty hostile to us so far, though.
And Sulphur
Yeah,
Flats
so-
is pretty far away. That's another 1.5 day journey.
So
That's
Cinnabar is made up of what type of peoples?
So it's
I think it's Yeah, go ahead.
ruffians, outcasts, workers that maybe don't make enough to live in the mountain, hill dwarves, half orcs, full orcs maybe occasionally, but probably mostly half orcs, goblins for sure, nomadic tribes, barbarians, salt flat workers.
Cinnabar.
You think so?
Cinnabar it is.
It's a seedy western town. It's a seedy like old west town basically.
That's fine, but Sulphur Flats is a bunch of dwarves. They may know their way around, but like
It's too
Roland just
far.
said,
Yeah.
it's not about distance. Like, if we need to go the fucking distance, we'll go. It's just that right now the dwarves have been just terrible. They don't
Less
want to
than
talk to
helpful.
anybody, and they are not trusting, and they've just been terrible to us. I think we
But
should
maybe
take
that
our
was
luck.
just a quarry thing. Maybe that's, not all of them. I don't know.
We didn't start out at the quarry.
Only we had a dwarf in our party.
I know.
Yeah, you guys started in. Yeah, we had a dwarf at one point, didn't we? Oh yeah, Borla. You guys started at the quarry.
No, we were prisoners someplace other than the quarry,
That's right.
and they took us blindfolded to the quarry.
Fractal Bay.
Right, but once you got released though, they released you at the quarry, and you guys followed the mountains just outside of the town, and then flew the rest of the way.
I know where we went, but I'm saying like we got taken prisoner first. Like, we didn't start out at the quarry getting hassled. Like, it started well before we got to the quarry.
Well, I'm fine with going to the Goblin Town because it sounds a lot like cinnamon, which is a main ingredient for my churros. So
We usually get along pretty well with goblins, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, if there's goblins here, we're great. We're
we'll
golden.
be goblin these churros.
Okay. So we're going to the town, and we're gonna go and try and see, we're gonna go feel it out. Is that what I hear?
Yep.
I
Okay.
think that's our best option.
Give me another survival, and everybody roll perception.
Everyone give a survival or just me?
Survival.
You're the only one. His survival
That's an
is
eagle.
to carry 4 people on him.
Got it.
And I'd say
can't-
athletics, but I feel like it's more survival because you're trying to not plummet to the ground.
10. Do I,
I can't
still
see
have
shit.
my +3?
13.
My helmet slipped and covered my eyes for a minute.
You took off
Perception.
too fast, and like you like bucked back, and your helmet went down. You're like, lost beat on your
26.
drum and everything.
Perception 22.
Oh,
27 was highest.
What'd you say, Tim?
27.
Holy shit. Okay, you could pick out the hairs on the back of everybody's neck. You guys are land in what appears to be the safest place just outside of Cinnabar's main gate. And by gate, I mean what appears to be the main like mud road that they tromp into this place. It's not a walled town. There are a spattering of individuals around, most of them either sickly or poor or begging or just dirty or filthy or just kind of not great looking. They don't look like people you want to bring over for brunch.
Does there appear to be some sort of guard anywhere?
No, there's no guard whatsoever. This is 100% lawless.
Is there like one hut that looks bigger than the rest?
And even the huts are a different array of kinds. Like there's literally mud huts. There's a couple that have like wood slats and like straw roofs. There's some that are
Right.
made of different stretch taut skins.
I'm
Roland,
gonna pull out a copper, I'm gonna pull out a silver and ask one of the people if there's any place in town where there's someone in charge.
Okay. Do you have
And
like
what-
a specific ancestry in mind or type of individual you're going to approach, or are you just going to roll the dice and pick that one?
What do we see in front of us? What's
Roland is
around
going to
us?
grab someone.
Just
While
anybody?
while she's doing that, Roland is going to grab someone by their shirt collar and say, "Who's in charge?"
All right. Let me see what kind of person you get here.
I like
That's-
that we just switched roles there.
It's a 22 intimidation check.
22 intimidation. You scoop up probably half the size they should be hill dwarf. Not sure if it's a guy or a girl. You scoop it up. It's got scabs all over its arms. It's got sunken eyes. It has kind of a scraggly, greasy beard, pockmarked face both sides. Clothes threadbare and thin. No shoes. No pouch. No belt. It's wearing a tunic and some kind of loose, badly fitting pants that are held up by a threadbare rope. And you grab this individual and you say, what now to 10? You have like 150 to intimidate, but what do you say to him?
Who's in charge here?
They say in Dwarven. Do you speak Dwarven?
I do speak Dwarvish, yeah.
They say, no one rules Cinnabar. This place is the devil. It's strongest survive.
Okay. Follow-up question. Who knows the way to the crystal?
I can take you to the crystal. I know the way. I know the way. Don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
Does anyone have Zone of Truth?
Insight check.
Does Calcine figure anything out with trying to bribe somebody?
Well, she didn't get to do it because you jumped in there and did your thing.
I was pulling out a coin and I was like getting ready to like look for somebody, and you picked somebody up and went, "Tell me who's in charge," and I went.
I just randomly grabbed a hill dwarf for you. I was giving Calcine the option to choose someone. You're just like this one, whoever this is, which I'm open to. I mean, that's fine.
This teeny hill dwarf.
My insight is 28.
Okay.
What'd you say, Tim?
My insight is 28.
You don't trust this individual. You don't know for sure if they're lying, but you get a kind of...
Oh, no.
You get a weird feeling. You can tell they're poverty-stricken, and it touches your heart in that sense as per who you are. But they also maybe live a kind of rough life besides the poverty thing, which maybe is derived from their poverty, but choices have been made.
I rolled a natural 1. So
You
this
believe
person's
the show.
never lied, and I give the gold coin.
She's very shiny. Oh, her eyes, their eyes gets really big. Like their eyes get very big, and they touch it and bite it. They're missing a few teeth, but they bite it with their few that they have. It bends just like gold should, just enough. Her eyes get bigger. She tucks that away somewhere unseen. Doesn't appear to have pouches, but it's gone. And she puts her hand out again and says, "Another for later, my lord?"
No, honey, how about you just go up the road a little bit? We saw a Best Western when we came in. Get you a room. Have a nice night's sleep.
He look at you very confused, and kind of slowly back away from the lot as now that Roland, I assume, is not still grabbing by the scruff of their neck. They back away and say, thank you. They kind of disappear into the motley crowd. Perception checks.
$15.
23.
13.
21.
21, 23, you see two goblins kill a dwarf in a back alley and drag it around the back of a tent. 15, you see a couple of half-orcs in a fist fight over what appears to be a keg of beer on the other side of the street. And anybody higher than 23?
I got it at 1.
Oh, that one, you see your shoes. You hate this. You hate this place. And then the who had the highest? Who had the highest one?
I had a 23.
A dark gray cloaked and clothed individual has slinked through the crowd and lifted at least, you saw, 3 pouches off of individuals in the swirling masses. And this town isn't anywhere near as big as Summerside. It's not that big, but there's probably 500-600 individuals here, and about 200 of them you can see now. So just because the town's open, and it's just like a bunch of sprung up huts. There's even the roads. You know what I mean? Like they're not straight. Like people put stuff where they put stuff, and just tried not to walk on the rutted out road area.
I'll clock this cloaked individual and just kind of follow them from a little bit of a distance.
So Webb Winterthorn, our mighty range bard, or not mighty bard, is gonna slink. Actually, he's got 1,000 con. So
I fit in this town. I really do.
you like? You might.
It's just like a mischievous, like Slavic town. Like just whatever's going on.
Yeah. So.
Debaucherous.
That individual slinks and they round around a kind of decent sized hut. They don't go into it, but they pass to the opposite side of it, and you lose sight of them. Are you trying to keep pace?
Yeah.
All right. So he dips off towards. He said, "I see something," and he heads off. Everybody else,
Okay.
what is everybody else doing?
Holding on to my bags tightly.
I want to start casting prayers of healing.
Prayer of healing.
Yeah.
Are you guys injured?
No,
No,
he's
the
not
people
casting
around
on
me
us.
clearly are.
The Cretans.
Oh, you're just gonna prayer of heal whoever's
The unclean
around?
masses.
All right. Well, I'll give you inspiration for being a turd. My favorite kind
Play
of.
my character.
No, it's perfect.
Roland is just gonna kind of like stroll up the street towards the center of town and see what he sees.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds like my jam. I'd like to steer clear of like people though. I'm trying not to touch anyone.
It smells of like sulfur. Really. It does smell of sulfur. It smells of trash. There's literal refuse in the what would maybe be considered alleys. There is no trash pickup. I mean, people are dumping their slop out of their window if they have one, or rounding the corner of their door and shooting it out their neighbor's side of their house. They don't care. This place is disgusting. Okay, so I got two of you. Roland's moving on in. It sounds like Calcine's going to roll with him. Webb scooted ahead to follow the dark gray cloaked and clothed individual. Magvaris is praying for the masses. He's like, I can't believe it. I've never seen such depravitude. What is it? What's the word I want?
Depravity.
Yeah, depravity. I've never seen such as this. Please, Lord Perego, save them. Like bless them with your healing light. Feed them for their hunger and their will. Like you see people like there's more beggars here than in the first 20 minutes of being here. You've seen more beggars in the first 30, 40 feet than you did in the entire of Somerset,
which is a huge city.
It's a huge ass city. And then Mac, Cam.
Yeah, I think that Jelsara would go with Webb to go and maybe kill that guy. She hasn't killed anything in a little bit, so I'm just feeling kind of antsy after that.
I actually really like this. I like this a lot. The bard and the rogue slink off after a pickpocket.
Some help. He's just a little guy. Yeah,
he's got the most hit points out of anybody in the group. And
Evan, but he's only got 80 of them left.
You need to heal. No, he has all of them.
No, we long rested.
Fix your health though, bro.
Is it bad?
It's at 88 out of 130. At least click the.
Well, I clicked it, but I don't think it went through.
Oh, just change it on the.
You have to click it again. It's weird the way it does it.
That's cool. So Calcine and Roland kind of steer off one direction. Magvaris stops like 30 feet in and just like gets all wild with these like, Lord Borrego, please cast your light upon these lost souls. And he starts like chanting in full on Magvaris. And the like birds start to alight on his shoulder, and like you see a little ferret run out from a trash heap and run around his feet a little bit and then run back into the trash. He probably gave it an apple or something. Who knows? You know how Magvaris is. He's basically Snow White of the human clerics. But yeah, so that's what we'll do. It's 11, so we'll pick up there with the two of you going after the thief, two of you kind of moving through town like elbow to elbow, trying to not touch anything dirty. And then Magvaris amidst his new flock, he's like, "You sinning bastards, feel the light of Perego." And I will come up with a few different scenarios for each, a scenario or two for each of you to work off of that for next week. Our overall goal is to understand how the fuck we can get into the crystal to meet Ganther, who might not even be at the crystal. As you may or not remember, he is a hermit in the mountains and also a spellcaster. Just not an enchanter.
Could be anywhere.
Yeah. But there are some family members, Gunther's family members, left in the crystal supposedly, but the only one that the lady at the the Institute knew was Ganther, Megan's friend. Cool.
All right.
What do you guys think? Do you guys want to chat more about plans or anything? I mean, I'm open. I don't have anything going on besides whatever you guys are wanting to do. So,
I'm gonna jump off because I have to work in the morning.
Lame.
But I do want to say, I think this AboveVTT is pretty nifty. I think it'll work out fine.
Yeah.
I still think maybe we should be rolling manual dice and just looking at the numbers on our sheet because it's so damn slow. But I don't care if you guys want to keep using the thing. I just if anything we can do, I think a couple of weeks of us using it and it'll speed up and everything will.
It wasn't really slow on my end, so
It wasn't really slow for me either.
Weird.
It
was
was
be like-
sometimes for me, not at all.
I do have a lot.
Yeah, it
more
was in
stuff
and out.
running.
Like it was very barely laggy by the end.
Okay. Yeah, I'm cool. I like it. I think it's cool. I'm gonna see what I can do to figure out another way to set this stuff up so we can see things more or something. I don't know. I'll work on it. But hey, thank you guys so much for coming in. If you're watching for the first time, don't forget to follow, subscribe on YouTube, send some money towards St. Jude's Children's Hospital. We like that. And I appreciate you guys stopping in tonight. And I'll see you soon.